There are some books that entertain you, some that teach you, and then there are books that feel like they were written for your soul. Today, we are diving into one of the most beloved stories in modern literature, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, a book that has guided millions toward courage, meaning, purpose, and the mysterious language of the universe. But this isn't just a summary. This is a journey, just like Santiago's. By the end, you won't just understand the book, you'll feel it. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be ready to follow your own personal legend. So take a breath. Let's begin. Our story begins inside a small abandoned church in Spain, where a young shepherd named Santiago sleeps beneath a sycamore tree. He lives a simple life, traveling with his sheep, reading books, and dreaming of adventure. But lately, he has been haunted by a recurring dream, one that always ends in the same place, the pyramids of Egypt. And in that dream, a mysterious child tells him that hidden near the pyramids is a treasure meant for him. Santiago isn't sure what the dream means, but something about it refuses to fade. It feels urgent, alive, as if the dream is calling to him. Soon he meets a strange old man named Melchizedek, the king of Salem, and this man seems to know everything about him. The dream, the treasure, even the struggles inside Santiago's heart. The old man tells him something that becomes the foundation of the entire book. When you truly want something, the universe conspires to help you achieve it. This is the idea of the personal legend. Your purpose, your calling. The thing only you are meant to accomplish. But most people don't follow it. They let fear stop them. Santiago listens to the old man's words, but the decision is terrifying. Leaving behind everything he knows, selling his sheep, crossing an unknown sea, chasing a dream he can't prove. But he does it. And with that single act of courage, Santiago steps into a larger world, the world of possibility. He arrives in Tangier, ready for the adventure of a lifetime. But almost immediately, reality hits him hard. He's robbed, betrayed, left alone in a foreign land with no money, no plan, and no way home. And this is where Coelho does something brilliant. Because many people stop here. The first setback, the first betrayal, the first moment life tests their commitment. But Santiago chooses to continue, not because he's fearless, but because something inside him refuses to die. He takes a job working for a crystal merchant. At first, the work is dull, routine. But Santiago begins to notice small things. The dust on the crystals, the merchant's slow business, the window that could attract more customers if displayed properly. He starts experimenting, suggesting changes, introducing ideas. And soon, the tiny shop on the hill becomes a thriving business. Customers come from everywhere. The merchant makes more money in months than he has in years. And yet, something revealing happens here. The merchant admits he always dreamed of going to Mecca, but he never will. He says dreams are dangerous, because once you start pursuing them, you expose yourself to failure, or worse, success. This is a powerful moment. Coelho isn't just telling a story, he's holding up a mirror. How many of us are like the crystal merchant? Comfortable, stable, dreaming, but never acting. Santiago realizes something important. He could stay. He could live comfortably. He could forget the treasure. But comfort is not purpose. So he chooses once again to follow his personal legend. He joins a caravan crossing the desert to reach the pyramids. And along the way, he meets an Englishman who is studying alchemy, the ancient practice of turning lead into gold. The Englishman believes that true alchemy isn't about metals, but transformation, finding your highest self. The caravan moves deeper and deeper into the desert, and the silence of the dunes begins to teach Santiago things he never understood before. The language of omens, the meaning of signs, the quiet way the universe communicates with us. Eventually, they arrive at the oasis of Al-Fayoum, a beautiful sanctuary full of palm trees, clear water, and thousands of people seeking refuge from tribal wars. And here, Santiago meets someone who changes everything: Fatima, a desert woman with deep eyes and a calm presence. Their connection is immediate, effortless. And for the first time, Santiago wonders whether love is the treasure he's truly been searching for. But the desert has its own wisdom. Fatima teaches him something profound. Love does not hold you back from your purpose. Real love sets you free to pursue it. This understanding becomes one of the book's most powerful lessons. Because too often, people choose comfort disguised as love, relationships that keep them small, dreams postponed forever, purpose sacrificed for approval. But Fatima tells him, if he truly loves her, he must go. She will wait, because a desert woman loves with freedom, not fear. Re-inspired, Santiago continues his journey. But now, the stakes rise. The desert becomes darker, mystical, demanding. At the oasis, Santiago has a vision of war coming. And when he warns the tribal leaders, they listen. The vision comes true. And this moment marks the beginning of Santiago's transformation into someone connected to forces beyond logic or reason. Soon after, he finally meets the Alchemist, a powerful, enigmatic figure who agrees to guide him deeper into the desert. The Alchemist becomes his mentor, teaching him what alchemy truly means, that every person has their own path, and that fear is the only thing keeping people from becoming what they are meant to be. The Alchemist reveals a secret. People are afraid of realizing their dreams because they feel they don't deserve them. And Santiago understands the treasure is not just a chest. The treasure is becoming the version of himself capable of reaching it. The rest of the journey is dangerous. At one point, they are captured by warriors. To survive, the Alchemist claims that Santiago can turn himself into the wind. Of course, Santiago has no idea how to do that. But fear forces him to listen to the desert, the wind, the sun, the entire universe speaking as one. And then, something extraordinary happens. Santiago actually does it. He transforms, becomes the wind. And in that moment, he realizes the truth. When you follow your personal legend, you gain access to a power far beyond yourself. Finally, after months of journeying, Santiago arrives at the pyramids. He digs, he searches, he cries, he prays, but then he's attacked by robbers. They beat him, mock him, and one of them tells him something strange. He once had a dream of treasure buried in an abandoned church in Spain, beneath a sycamore tree. And Santiago suddenly understands. The treasure was never in Egypt. It was always at home, but he had to leave home to become the person capable of finding it. He returns to Spain, back to the abandoned church, back to the sycamore tree where the dream began. And there, beneath the roots of the tree, he finds a chest filled with gold and jewels. The treasure was real. The journey was necessary. And the transformation, that was the true alchemy. And in the final moment, Santiago feels the wind from the desert, a reminder of his love, Fatima, waiting for him. He whispers into the wind, "I'm coming." Key lessons. Paulo Coelho's story feels simple on the surface, but the wisdom inside it is profound. When you pursue your dreams, the universe supports you. Fear is the greatest enemy of personal destiny. Love should never be a cage. It should give you wings. The treasure you seek is often hidden within. Your personal legend is your unique path. Ignore it, and you ignore life itself. Thank you for joining this journey through The Alchemist. If there's one message to take with you today, it's this. Your dream is not an accident. Your calling is not a coincidence. And every obstacle you're facing might be part of the path leading you exactly where you're meant to be. The question is not whether the treasure exists. The question is whether you're willing to walk toward it. If this summary brought you clarity, courage, or even a spark of inspiration, then let this be your sign. Your personal legend is waiting. And the world becomes a bigger, more magical place when you finally decide to follow it.